some amazing audio from Francis Fox Piven. More amazing for those, even those closest to me, who have waited for them to actually say the things that I've been saying.
Yeah, she's not
saying.
It is amazing because, yes, we can infer what they've said, or we can speculate that that's what they're saying. We can derive conclusions from what they've. She actually says it word for word and spells it out.
Yeah,
exactly. As you said, they do.
Francis Fox Piven. Now this is one of the oldest trouble is coming predictions of mine. And I said that trouble is coming. They'll organize in the streets. This was tied to France and the invisible committee of let's riot in the streets.
The coming insurrection.
Coming insurrection. Tied it all together. And I said there's going to come a time where they're just going to say it. They're just going to say it out loud. We're communists.
And we're working with, and it's the leftists all getting together, which was so stupid of you to say a year and a half ago.
How could a year and a half ago, or was it last year when I put it up on the board, and I said communists, anarchists, leftists will work together. Now,
well, that was silly because they've got different goals. Why would they work together?
What I didn't put up on that board was Democrats and communists and leftists and anarchists. I didn't put Democrats in there. She has.
She does.
Now listen to this. It's kind of hard to hear. This is in a speech where they had a lovely little get-together.
This is for Occupy Wall Street.
Yeah, this is Occupy Wall Street. And how is this coming together? Who's involved? Listen.
We really came from all parts of the left.
So here, she said, it really came from all parts of the left.
We really did. There were workers here.
We got workers here.
There were social democrats here.
There are social democrats here.
There were democratic socialists here.
There are democratic socialists. So there's social democrats. There's democratic socialists.
I mean, that's European and American.
This is amazing.
Socialists here. There were anarchists.
There's socialists here. There's anarchists here.
There were some communists here.
There are some communists here, of course. Sure.
We can work together because we have a really huge task before us.
We need to work together because we've got a really huge task before us.
Of transforming America and the world.
Of transforming America and the world.
An exact quote from Barack Obama.
Yeah.
We are fundamentally going to transform America and the world.
I'll have to find that comment because people won't believe he said it, but he did.
He said it. That is an exact quote.
Yeah. Not in the one that we've played most often, but he said it in another clip.
Mm-hmm. There's room for all of us.
Room for all of us.
Religious leftists.
There's room for religious leftists. Let's think of this. Let's just think this through logically. Religious leftists. Those are the Jim Wallace people.
Mm-hmm.
And communists?
Well, yeah, because why? Why? They share the common goal of transforming America.
The destruction of capitalism.
And religious leftists aren't like
religious.
They're not really religious. No. Do you think Jim Wallace is I don't want to disparage his belief.
The religion is
but I'm going to.
Oh, he's a godless animal.
He's a godless animal.
He's a Marxist. You cannot
Well,
believe.
He said he's a Marxist.
Yeah, you cannot believe.
How do you mix Marxism and religion?
You can't.
Yeah. You can't.
The state is God. You can't.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sorry. You can say whatever you want, but you cannot mix communism and faith. Communism has to destroy God. Read Marx.
Yeah,
read Stalin. Read Mao. Read any of them.
It's so bizarre when he talks about that glorious day when he met that Catholic communist Marxist. How are you a Catholic Marxist? It doesn't make
sense.
Any sense at all.
I will tell you, we finished a chapter last night on Jim Wallace on this on the new book Cowards that we have coming out. Finished it last night, and I have to tell you, you will understand social justice and what is that thing we got in so much trouble for? Was it social justice?
Yeah,
I said, social justice.
Yeah.
You'll understand it. Unlike, I have such a deep understanding of it now, and you'll see it all the way from the very beginning, 1900, all the way to today, and Jim Wallace, and it will make sense to you, and you'll say, oh my gosh, I have been so duped. My faith has been duped. I've been duped. I cannot believe it. All of it documented.
Well, some people will say that. I think the majority of this audience has heard enough about it to be able to tell the difference.
No. I learned stuff in the research of this book.
Yeah, I don't mean that there's nothing to learn there. I'm just saying that social justice has been something that's been twisted into this. All you have to do is just caring about the poor.
That's not even true.
It hasn't been twisted.
It wasn't. It was never what we thought it was. Never.
But what I'm saying is it's been twisted into it. You just care about the poor from its original intent, which was, by the way, a lot of those people were communist and fascist supporters.
Communist, the guy who wrote the first communist, and so he paired it. He made it look so he could insert it into the churches.
I'm saying it started as something bad and has been twisted into something good for a lot of people who don't know the history.
Exactly right. Exactly right. Okay.
And listen to the other groups of people, and you'll laugh. You'll think she's joking.
Laugh. I'll explain it in a minute. Don't laugh.
For people who think peace is the main issue.
Okay, so there's room for all people, she's saying, for people who think that peace is the way to go.
For people who think that wholesome food
for people who think that wholesome food
is what we really need.
Is what we really need.
Ecologists.
Okay.
And for the old-fashioned social democratic socialists, and communists.
And then she goes back through the democratic socialists, communists, socialists, all that stuff.
Okay. Now, a friend of mine sent a...
this really ties it together.
Oh, yeah. And here's why we have got to stop arguing with each other, especially about faith. Stop it. Stop it. A friend of mine sent this to me. Glenn, can you please help me connect the dots on this one? I've been thinking about it for a while, and I can't for the life of me figure out what Bill Ayers is doing on the schedule for this event. Bill Ayers is going to San Francisco to lead a seminar entitled Occupy This, Occupy That, Occupy Everything. But it's where he is appearing that doesn't seem right to me, and I can't figure it out. He's appearing at the 11th Annual New Living Expo. It's a very, very, very New Age-looking event. The seminars are things like creating the perfect snowflake-structured energy water. Oh, boy. Sunday in Room 1 is an introduction to bee medicine, followed by the dark forces and their evil agenda.
Medicine? It's like medicine you get from bees.
Yeah. Quantum spirituality, living
That's
in
going to be my new thing.
Quantum spirituality, living in the holographic matrix.
Ah.
And then the workshop, Occupy This, Occupy That, Occupy Everything.
So these are holistic people, right? This is an all-natural movement.
Right. And he said, do you have any idea? Can you connect the dots? Yes. David Barton sent me a note last night, and he said, Glenn, I found something that I think you're going to be interested in. It's from 1972. It's from Utah. And he said, I've never seen this before. He said it is Saul Alinsky's tactics, and it was a flyer that was handed out to teachers, leftist teachers, to organize leftists in Utah to take control of the university system and the secondary education system. Mm-hmm. And in it, the line that jumped out to me this morning, as I read it quickly, was forget about any teacher. All teachers are not equal. Only organize those who have a following. These guys are so far ahead of us. They are organizing and bringing themselves into, they'll talk bee pollen with anybody. Oh, my gosh, I am so with you on that. I am so with you on that bee pollen thing. That is, we can do so much more in a new world where big pharmaceutical is the problem here. And they'll get you on big pharmaceutical. They will find the thing that is passionate to you. I know the holographic matrix of spirituality. And the Catholic Church piss you off? Yeah, it does. That's all just about money and power. I know. I'm with you. That's
why the holographic matrix
is really where it's all about. Yeah. That's what they're doing. They're organizing they're down to...
They're sucking in all groups.
They're down to the bee medicine people. We can't get the Republicans with the Tea Party. We can't get the evangelicals with the Jews. Guys, they're down to the bee medicine people. They are only organizing those who have followers, and they have organized everybody all the way down to the bee pollen, and they'll all be marching to the same drum. This is how a revolution happens. This is what we've been talking about, and I warn you, the revolution is at our doorstep. America will not look the same. It will not look the same. I could be wrong. I'm always wrong on timing. But a year from now, maybe the end of the summer, maybe by Christmas, I don't know.
I think I know what you're saying. You're saying the world will not be the same when our energy is run by bees. And if we could just get there, if we could just get to medicine and energy from bees,
know.
the bees do know.